Yate. Good morning to all of you that are here. Aron Daeya. I will be presenting on behalf of Torreon Chapter. So I have my vice president sitting here, and she's wanted me to go over what we have. My question is this to you all. We've gone through three different, in my time anyway, three different directors. Okay, we're on the third one. So hopefully, you get to do what we need done. We've had numerous meetings in our area. Just like my sister said, we even had state representation. And in that time, nothing has happened. Nothing has improved. Nothing, nothing has happened. So the last one that we had was on May 26th, and it was at Torreon Chapter. And I'm sure some of you were there. But you're in a unique area, although you're in a no road. What was it you called it? No man's land. Where we can't help to be in this area, but we're just really trying to get things done for our people. That's the main thing. The main thing is safety. Medically, and I see you, a lot of you, sitting up there and just kind of, to me, it seems like you're not listening. You're not paying attention. But that's just, but like I said, there's many meetings that we've had. The most recent one that we've had was very positive. And we had a meeting with Sandoval County. Communication. Navajo Nation is really, really bad about feedbacks, replies, communication. And this is across the board. You send an email to Belagana, instantly they'll reply. And I feel like that needs to really improve. The other thing is that people up at this level should be able to come down to the communities and do field visits and actually see what we have out there and actually see our exposed culvert on road number 0091. I don't know if you have, you should have Torreon Chapter's long-range road plan. And that's the 2022-2032. So in our area, we have bridges that were built by the Army Corps. We have 4 in the area. Number 1 is Lower Mission. Number 2 is Rabbit Ears. Number 3 is Ant Hill. Number 4 is Vicente Canyon. And then we have part of that 474, the infamous 474. Okay. And we have East Torreon, Rincon Marcus, which we cover, which is in our area. Part of it is in our area. We have Southwest Torreon. We have number 8, which is the culvert erosion. That's the one that's in the Ant Hill area. And to date, we know that washed out. And I don't know if you saw the, I'm sure, I think it was posted with the bus hanging off that bridge, jeopardizing the safety of our children, okay? We have Horse Canyon Road. We have State Road 197, off State Road 197. And we have about 8 bus routes. And the bus routes service kids going to the NGO, not Niljin Ultra, Cuba Independent School District, and Segay High School. And they cover about 435 miles. So the road numbers, we have 1271, and these are listed on our long-range plan, which is an old bridge, which needs replacement, which is exposing a lot of, number 1266 is an old bridge as well. And then number 0091 is the exposed culvert. Number 0474, which has the potholes. And come to find out that nobody really owns, nobody wants to claim that 1.5 mile, But I think that came up. We have 1279, and there's 2 1279s. But there's been no maintenance. It's in very poor condition. But of course, as stated earlier, it's in McKinley County. Part of it is in McKinley County. So we just hope that being in the area of, the different neighboring counties and so forth that we have to work through, that communication happens between all of you, and not involved with the chapter involved. I think that's the only way. Because who's missing now? At this meeting, Sandoval County is missing, McKinley County is missing. I think all of those road entities need to be here in order to really strategize, and that's what we've been asking for, so that, a strategic plan at this level, we're down at this level and we know what our needs are. And so we do the resolution and all of that, push it up, and hopefully, we're hoping that something happens at this level. So, VP, do you want to say anything? Okay. All right. So, we do have our LDA, Ms. Weiss here. I don't know if if I can give her a few minutes of my time. 6 minutes.
Couple of minutes shitoni. Ya deshik adet na so tkhani hik awsale do kodon na sit khani she Jeanette Vice in Chiedo. I'm the LDA for Delegate George Toth. Ado 8 chapters ebetandishta. Baca, Casimir Lake, Little Water, White Horse, Pueblo Pintado, Torreon, Ohoncino, and Counselor. So I'm really aware of those roads within those communities. Khashin Sako. Atinadaut ahi nanshi do sato ti bayatio e sato khashin sako kwageti hot elana andishni. So khashin sako, I guess in a lot of ways what I'm listening for is how are the communities going to be assist in these different areas that they're having problems with. E sato khains ko khashin sako aslahi bayatel tito okonde Ade na so tani shinat ani large na so tani halet ya kwa the communities but ka ochila hatila al case in the lo sato bichen dan no nilan so ya ins ako hashin so ko e ya adon ne de yego na hot e, especially from 475 north to 550 in that area. Hashin that's in khatat on wato ta ho e yego na hot e nenigit the oil companies put some what they call gravel, but they're huge rocks. And Joba hikala a kohashin soko ohon that the jato tata nahalkito yitzaso net otino tipahota zinhle. And I do see NDOT out there during winter time, but I don't see anything happening. And a couple of times I've seen graders on the one time and that was from N46 to 550. And the blade grader, I've never seen one out here. The shine a NDOT the grader I should not need. A blade Hashit out a hanayil iho. On Zajik blade nayil eto, downayil. And I'm not sure if that was crossing the county lines or what, but that's what I've seen. A call ebikate a nidelkit a ade that I should not need. Although the 2 days later I went back in that same area and they a grader and they bounces from N46 and 474 section and they passes so Hashin, so you see things like that, and you just kind of report it to the chapters that you're in. So Hashin, so I guess we're wanting to at least at 1 or 2 times a real nice paved road, but we don't see that. Right now, A197 towards Ohu Road, they were milling those old paved road mill that they I think they were doing it up for 1 mile because they have it from the highway from 197 up to about 1 mile. One side and with that, I know that had something to do with the county because I've been involved with Torreon Chapter when they're talking about their roads over there. And we do, Torreon, Oho, and Council really do make an effort as a group to address their roads in their area. They do get together, they do everything they can to help one another. And I notice the other chapters are trying to do the same thing. Those that have greater Z, so they make some sort of an agreement between them to say, if you don't have the money, we do have some, we'll help you in this way.
Thank you, panel.
As I explained in my opening remarks, we're trying to listen to you. But please also understand that we have to multitask. I had to pull all these managers off of the work that they're doing to be here. So when you travel, you have other things to do as well. Community I pulled all of these managers off for 8 days to listen to chapters. So please, that we do have to do other things. Right now, my email is about, I handed out my business cards to all of you, because I want to know. But we also have, there's only a certain number of hours in a day. It's not that, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm getting information for you. We put this meeting first just to do the chapters. The meeting that we want to do in September, we're going to invite the BIA, the state, but the first meeting so we're not trying to be disrespectful in any way, but we also have other work that we have to do. There's 14 chapters on here, yeah. There's 96 chapters that are also asking for our time, for our response to these things. So please be aware that we're not trying to be disrespectful. We're trying to multitask up here. We are listening. The whole thing is being recorded so that the people that aren't here will be able to listen to what's going on in there. So the Sandoval County portion of it, I understand your concern. You have invited me to 4 meetings, and I've been trying to get there, but I have people that are asking me to be all of those, and I have requests advance notice. The notices are usually coming in very short. My schedule is already booked to the middle of June. So when we get requests at the last minute, that's very difficult for me to arrange. I was on my way once, and I got a call from the president. So that's my concern. The other part of it is we have been working on stuff for Sandoval County. We pull money to pay the IGA agreement that involves your community. That was pulled off of other projects that we could have funded. So your IGAs funded yours in Sandoval County. We only got $500,000, and Sandoval is the one that got some of that money for it. So there has been work going on behind the scenes to do all of these things that are in there. So there is work there. There is a meeting on the 29th, but we've had a scheduled meeting for training with the auditors on the 29th. So we're going to be clashing again on that day. The culverts, I believe we covered that. And the question on how are we going to work with those, we're trying to build a relationship. You don't go from A to Z in a relationship. You have to take steps towards it, yeah. And it takes time to develop that. So that's what we're trying to do. I'm calling this a reset to say, where are we going? We need to understand each other. We need to understand our parameters. But it's also difficult because I'm learning that, similar to my comment on you guys have different land statuses, yeah. When you're trying to spread this number of people across 110, it's very difficult to give everybody the personal time and attention you need. So we try the best we can, but in Hijra, you work with one chapter, yeah. You probably know every single one of your community members. In Hijra we don't have that close connection, and we can only do the best with the resources that we have. So if we did appear to be less than attentive, I apologize, but we have multiple things going on all at the same time. But we do want to, like I said, work with you. We want to get to know each other so that when we do start working on things, that it's easier for both sides. Okay?